What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on a 1995 Chevy Impala SS. It has the LT1 engine and it doesn't want to start. So we're gonna diagnose and try to fix the issue to get this car up and running. The car was running fine a few months ago, but then it started to backfire and misfire, and now it doesn't want to start at all. So we're gonna try to figure out what's wrong with it. The car doesn't have any sparks, so I'm gonna start with replacing the ignition coil. You just have to remove 2 bolts mounted on the engine head that is attached to a bracket that has the ignition control module. So you have to unplug both of them. The ignition control module has a heat sink plate that has to be grounded. If the ignition coil bracket doesn't have a good ground, or the grounds that are connected to the harness are not grounded to the head of the engine, it may cause the ignition control module to go bad or to burn down the optic spark distributor. So make sure that your grounds are properly set and cleaned so you don't have any issues. To replace the ignition coil, just swap the old coil and put it on the bracket that holds the ignition control module. After that, just clean up the grounds on the wire harness that are bolted to the head. Then just plug everything back in the same order that you took it off. Now that everything is back together, let's go see if we have some sparks. As you can see here, the problem was the ignition coil, because the old MSD ignition coil was replaced with a Chinese one, and those coils are just garbage. The car didn't stay running because we have a lot of sensors unplugged. like a mass airflow sensor and the whole intake. So we're gonna plug in everything back together to see if it stays running. And there you have it, folks. The car is up and running again with just a simple ignition coil replacement. But if your vehicle it doesn't start with just replacing the ignition coil, it could be some other issues. Like for instance, it could be the ignition control module that has gone bad. If that doesn't fix the issue, it could be a bad OptiSpark distributor. That it's a very common issue on these vehicles. Sometimes your camshaft seal goes bad and start leaking oil inside of the distributor, and that causes the OptiSpark to go bad. Another thing that you should look out before replacing any of those parts, it's to check the fuse box in the engine compartment. Sometimes it's just a blown fuse. On this case, I knew that it wasn't the issue because the car was running a couple of weeks before. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.